All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 9:03. It is Friday night. People, thank you for being here. If this is your first time, sincerely, thank you for coming to Dino 101. Buckle up. If this is not your first time here, welcome back, you fucking weirdos. I'm so excited you're here, per usual, every Friday night. I got my drink ready to go. We are going to be drinking tonight. We are going to be talking about dinosaurs tonight. We are also going to be talking about this, possibly the second greatest group of animals to ever exist. We have a very special guest to help us do that. I already see the shade coming from her because I said that. But before we can really get into it, I could not do this alone. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to introduce you to the wren to my Stimpy, the deep blue to my sea, a woman who's been coming out of her sea cave, and she's been doing just fine. Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages, however you identify, Kristina Gustovich. Hello.
What up? Welcome back to Dino 101. It's all about sharks tonight, and if you love dinos, you're in the right place also. Just in case this is your first time tonight, don't worry, I'll tell you how everything works. And it's as interactive as you want it to be. You're going to hear some drinking rules, we'll be drawing, there will be polls and games along the way. So get involved, hop in, or that's fine, turn your camera off and just listen to us get super stoked on sharks and dinos. We are recording tonight. If you don't want your face to be part of that recording, you can stop your video down there. We love to see the chat going off. That's at the bottom down here. So add your questions for us, for our shark expert, who we'll introduce in a minute. React when you see something weird. You're gonna see something weird tonight. So I will be checking that as we go for questions. If we don't get to it right away, there will be Q&A time at the end. So keep them coming. All right, so let's get into the grown-up rules. Yeah, kids love sharks and dinos, but tonight is for grown-ups. So tell them night-night, it's time for the grown-ups to drink to these 3 rules. So if you hear anything about a bird, take a drink because birds are dinos. If you hear a corny joke that makes you groan, or if you see one in the chat, if you hear or see a dad joke, take a sip. Tonight, because it's Shark Day, all the excitement of Shark Week packed into 1 hour, if you see teeth, mine don't count, human don't count. If you see shark teeth on your screen, take a sip. Let's do it.
We had to pare that back because it was every time we said shark, or I'm sorry, tooth or teeth, we would be drunk by like 9:15. So if you see a picture, an image of shark teeth, seeing it means drinking it. You guys, it is, well, we're just getting started, and per usual, we need to know this is a class of sorts. We should probably take attendance. So we need to know how many times you have graced us with your presence here at Dino 101. Are you a baby shark? Have you been here about as many times as Triceratops has horns? About as many times as Styracosaurus has frill spikes? Just somewhere in like the 6 to 8 ballpark. Or are you basically a Greenland shark up in this bitch? Please vote in our attendance poll now. Greenland sharks live up to like 350, 400 years. It's bonkers.
It's too many years.
Too many years. We have a lot of returning Dino 101 all-stars. We have, wow, a fair amount of newbies, a lot of babies tonight.
I love when our polls have bimodal results. I learned that word from an audience member. Yes, we have lots of Greenland sharks and then plenty of baby sharks as well. Welcome, one of us.
All right, I'm gonna end this poll and share. It looks like a good even distribution, relatively even. I'm not a statistician. I don't know what an even distribution even looks like, but we got people all over the map, which is great. It's awesome to see newbies as well as old fogies. Where my septuagenarian's at. I called my dad a septuagenarian today, and he was happy that I used the right word. Anyway, all right. If this is your first time, you probably don't know that we always have a dino of the day, but if it's not your first time, you definitely do. So right now, it is time for me to introduce our dinosaur of the day. Should you choose to render it? Now, if you want, well, we don't need that poll. If you want to do this digitally, ink and paper, pencil, watercolor, whatever you want, Dino of the day is our friend Spinosaurus, because we're talking about animals that live strictly in water, and Spinosaurus, well, as far as dinosaurs go, maybe the most aquatic, if aquatic at all. Jury's still out. Is it a newt? Is it a stork? We're not really sure. But you're not just rendering Spinosaurus, because again, we're not sure if it spent most of its time on land or most of its time in water. You need to render Spinosaurus somehow interacting with a shark. It can be in the water. It can be on land. You can define shark in a different way if you want. Spinosaurus somehow interacting with a shark is your dino of the day prompt. At the end of our time together, we'll go around the Zoom room. Everyone will hold up what I'm sure to be tremendous works of art. And Kristina and I will roast them mercilessly, but not without the help of our guest expert. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a Dino 101 returning champion. She is a shark expert and a PhD student who's about to be at MIT. But most importantly, I think she also agrees that dinosaurs are just as cool as sharks are. Ladies and gentlemen, is that true? Jaida Elcock. Jaida, what is up?
Hello, it's me. First of all, drink real fast because I got this necklace on.
Oh, wow.
You don't have to drink for it every time, it's fine. Hello, I'm Jaida. I don't agree that dinosaurs are as cool as sharks because sharks are cooler. All the dinosaurs that everyone thinks are cool are dead. So sorry.
I'd just like to remind you, I have the power to cut your mic. But I'm glad you're here, Jaida. There's no one I'd rather nerd out about sharks with. But before we do that, I have to put you through the ringer in everyone's absolute favorite game, Dino or Not a Dino. I know you know how this works because you're a returning champion. But for those of you who are uninitiated, I'm about to read Jaida a list of 10 different animals, some of which are real, actual dinosaurs, some of which I have totally made up. Your job is to discern the real dinosaurs from the fake dinosaurs. You can absolutely look around the room, get help from your friends. If you need a spelling, I'm happy to spell these. There is also a theme for the not dinosaurs. So as you go, if you can identify the dinosaurs and also figure out the theme for the not ones, then you win extra shark points.
Short points.
Well,
That's copyrighted.
Short points. That's the main currency tonight at Dino 101. Short points. All right. Here we go to get 10. Listen, there's 10 animals, so you could get 10 shark points. All you need is 6 shark points to pass. Very low bar here at Dino 101. Are you ready to play?
Yeah, I gotta take this hat off so I can focus though.
Focus. Here we go. I am stoked for this round of Dino or Not a Dino. Let's dig in. Animal number 1, Cephalodotops.
Would love to see some contributions in the chat if you guys have thoughts. But for this one, I'm going to say no.
That is correct. You are 1-0. Well done. Great start. Animal number 2, Irritator.
That is true. That's a dinosaur.
Yeah, that is a dinosaur. That's a real name of a real dinosaur name for how hard it was to get out of the rock. Irritator. That is animal number 2. You're 2 for 2. Well done. Next, Probrainicus.
Okay, wait.
Probrainicus.
I'm gonna go with no.
Wow,
my final answer is no.
Final answer is no. That is correct. That's not a dinosaur. You're 3 for 3. Well done. This guy's foot keeps going in my shirt. What are you doing? Get out of here. Anyway, all right, next. Number 4. ICHTHYOVENATOR.
Oh no.
Ichthyo. As a fish expert, you should know what ichthyo means.
I do.
ICHTHYOVENATOR.
Screw it. I'm gonna say yes.
That is correct. Wow, I thought these would be tough. You're 4 for 4.
It's funny because I've guessed on 3 of them.
That's still passing. Next, Kristatosaurus. Remember, I can spell any of these should you want it.
Yeah, I do want spelling for that one.
Kristatu Saurus. Kristatosaurus.
I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, it is a dinosaur. You got one wrong. I was hoping you were gonna get all of them right. That one is an actual dinosaur. You're now 4-1, halfway there. Next, Archaeoyakodon. Archaeoyakodon.
Oh, no.
No, that is not a dinosaur. Something lit up in your eyes.
I heard something, but I thought maybe theme something. I'm figuring it out. Okay.
OXALAIA.
Spelling, please.
OXALAIA. OXALAIA. Curious to see in the chat if anyone. Well.
I'm gonna go with no.
You're gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with yes. That is a dinosaur.
Hell.
You're now 5 and 2. We have 3 more dinosaurs left. You just need to get one of them. Next, Ceratopinkiornis.
No, I think I know what the theme is. Ah, okay, no, it's not.
Okay, that's correct. That's not a dinosaur. You're now 6 and 2. You have, wait, 6, 7. Yeah, 6 and 2. 2 more. SIGILMASSASAURUS. SIGILMASSASAURUS.
Spell it?
Okay. SIGILMASSA Saurus. SIGILMASSASAURUS. SIGILMASSASAURUS.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna go with yes.
God damn it, Jaida. That is correct. Actually, yeah, hell yeah, Jaida. I want you to do as good as you possibly can. Okay, you are currently 7 and 2 to get 80%, solid B, which is very good. Last but not least, wait, I should ask you before I do this last one. Do you know the theme for the not dinos?
I think it's like Animaniacs or something like that.
I think some people in the chat also said that. We'll see with this last one. The last dinosaur's name, this is the scientific name. Please listen carefully. Dr. Otto von Scratchensniff.
Oh, good God. No, it's not a dinosaur.
No, that's not a dinosaur. And you were correct. Tell everyone the theme of the not dinos again.
It's Animaniacs.
Animaniacs characters. You had Salaphodops. You had Pro Brain, Icus,
Yeah.
Archaeo, Yakko, Don, Ceratopinky, Ornis, and then obviously that last one. But there was actually a theme for the real dinosaurs this week too, because I decided to make it that way because it was fun to do the research. For our for our actual dinosaurs this week, these were all different types of different members of the group Spinosauridae, all different types of Spinosaurs. And so here are the different 5 going in ascending order from smallest to the biggest. We got Irritator, about 25 feet long, found in Brazil, also found like all over the globe, which is very cool for these guys. ICHTHYOVENATOR from Laos, like this guy, kind of a little bit of a sail. Almost no sail on our friend Kristatusaurus. Kristatusaurus from Niger. Here, this one's really cool looking. Very similar species to Spinosaurus, OXALAIA. This one is found in Brazil. And last but not least, SIGILMASSASAURUS from Morocco. And there's still some debate amongst paleontologists whether or not the specimens they found are actually just part of a Spinosaurus, if it's a different species or not. Jury is still out on those. Jaida, you won Dino or not a dino. You've earned the right to stay. Now, before we get into our history of sharks, Kristina and I did a lot of research for this episode. Kristina, do you want to tell us something you learned this week when you were like researching sharks in general?
I did, yeah. I had heard the term card shark to describe someone who's very good at card games and gambling and maybe even sleight of hand. But then I learned that, and this is true, that term is actually card sharp with a P. It's a malapropism that people say, like eggcorns for acorn. It's supposed to be card sharp. So everyone, we want to know, as we're getting into sharks this week, which of these is your favorite thing that is actually sharp?
Yeah. Is it She Sharp the Note, Edward Sharp and the Magnetic Zeros? Is it Al Sharpton? Is it Cheddar? Or is it Edward Sharpie Hands? Please vote now.
Oh my God. Well, okay. I'm
just realizing that I didn't need to change Edward Sharpie Hands' name because scissors are sharp. Never mind.
Sharp.
Just Edward Sharpie Hands. I have to vote for Edward Sharpie Hands, even though I really want to vote for C Sharp, because I play the flute. Also, my band teacher in high school, his name was Mr. Sharp, and his name started with a C, so we just called him C Sharp all the time, and it was incredible.
That's a great name. That's a great.
I bet you like that as a music teacher.
It was great.
I can't believe it went over both of our heads, Dustin, that Edward Scissorhands is already something that is sharp.
Yeah. You know, everyone has blind spots. It's a learning opportunity. We decided to omit Shannon Sharp because we didn't think people would know sports. Some people might know Shannon Sharp. Anyway.
Cheddar wine. People love cheese. What are you going to do?
People do love cheese. Cheddar, it makes sense. I'm surprised there aren't sharp other cheeses. Maybe there are other cheeses that are sharp, but we're not here to talk about dairy products, moldy dairy products.
Let us know in the chat if we left out your favorite sharp cheese.
What other fair? What other moldy dairy products are you here for? All right, you guys, let's get into this. We thought we'd set the stage first by talking a little bit about shark evolution. By a little, I mean like very little bit, to kind of set the stage and see where did sharks come from before we get into the 8 extant living sharks that Jaden wanted to mention and talk about, which I agree with your list. This is great. I'm really psyched to hear about all these different sharks. But first, let's set the stage, as it were. So if we go back about 300 million years, well, first of all, I should mention sharks were on this planet before trees were on this planet. Like, just think about that for a second. Sharks were here before trees were here. Sharks started about shark-like animals were about 420 million years old. By about 300 million years, we have things like this. This is a name I pronounce horribly every single time. ANTARCTILAMNA. Oh, I kind of nailed it that time. ANTARCTILAMNA, which is I'm throwing up air quotes, a shark-like fish. This is about 300 million years ago, pretty small, only 2 feet. Fast forward a little bit more. I'm sorry, actually about the same time. This is another ANTARCTILAMNA. About the same time, this is actual fossil now of CLADOSELACHE. So this is the first thing that we consider, like, I'm throwing up air quotes again, a true shark. Because look at this guy. He looks, well, those are teeth, first of all. I'm going to drink to those shark teeth. But he started to take on the general shark body plan and the derpy shark face, which I have come to recognize is very standard as I got the pictures together for this week. Sharks love to have derpy faces. So this is CLADOSELACHE. Here's another image. No teeth on this one. A little derpy. Teeth here? Nope, no teeth here either. Still don't have to drink. I like this guy. Now, at this point, dinosaurs still don't exist. Obviously, we got to talk about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs about 230 million years ago to about 65 million years. So we don't have sharks yet, but there were a fair amount of sharks that survived and lived during the time of dinosaurs. Now, we're working up to that. But first, sharks, before we got there, were like, listen, we are not happy with just looking like a normal like shark. We're going to experiment with some of the weirdest adaptations ever, including this one. Kristina, what do you remember the nickname that STETHACANTHUS has?
Bristlebrain.
Bristlehead. I think they would call it like the anvil shark, like the anvil head or something like that.
Yes.
That's correct.
That is okay. And this is why.
This is why I remembered it as bristlebrain, though. Look at that.
We got bristles on the head. We got bristles on the fin. We don't know why. This is a nice, oh, wait, I see a tooth in there. That is a drink. We're still not exactly sure why. And there's a fair amount of belief that they're actually sexually dimorphic, where only the males had these. On Dino 101, we're always saying any weird feature on a dinosaur or an ancient shark that is hard to identify. The purpose is usually either fighting, flirting, or fanning, which is thermoregulation. I don't know, man. This is a sexy shark. I think it's for wooing a mate. Jaida, what are your thoughts?
That's the biggest hypothesis I think right now is for mate selection, because it's believed that males had them and females didn't. So that sexual dimorphism is likely for mate attraction. Also, I just want to say, why do they look like a cat scratch house? I don't understand. Well, you look at this animal and I have no other questions other than why.
It's a cat toy. It's a cat toy. But you know what? It wasn't far enough. Sharks were like, listen, we're going to evolve some even weirder features. Kristina, I knew as soon as we were going to talk about sharks, you were going to want to wax poetic about our next friend here. Should I drop the image of the fossil first?
Yes.
Let's just start with just the fossil,
yes,
which
please.
I should mention are teeth. So drink. And take it away, Kristina.
Yeah, those are some teeth. So cheers, everyone. These teeth belong to HELICOPRION. Just let that sink in for a moment. This is its tooth whorl. And I think something wild about this is some of the only fossils found of these guys are this tooth whorl. So there's been a ton of speculation about how this fit in with the rest of its body. So let's show some people some speculation on what this might have looked like fitting within this shark's face.
I like this guy. This is good.
Yeah, there's the swirly face method of the tooth whorl coming up out of the front, but y'all, it didn't stop there. Scientists for the last 150 years have been reconfiguring how this tooth whorl must have fit into its head and therefore what it must have been used for. There's speculation about whether that was unwhorled at some point or just sort of a trap for its prey. Who knows? So let's see what some scientists, Here's our little army of Helicoprion with their tooth swirls arranged in different ways. We have the tooth swirl. Some of them were saying maybe it was part of its fin, maybe like a proboscis out of its mouth, the way that like a butterfly does it. Maybe it sits down in its jaw. I like the smiley boy on the left, the bottom. So the most recent model looks like this.
Actually, before I show you this, Kristina, surprise, someone sent me this image this week, which was perfect. It should be none, zero, because here we go.
There he is.
There are some teeth.
Yeah.
I'll drink to those teeth. I'm definitely drinking to those teeth.
Yeah, have a sip for those teeth.
I have to say really quickly, look at the one directly in the middle. Like, look how sad it looks. It looks so upset.
Sorry.
It really does.
Yeah, this one is the most recently agreed upon Helicoprion tooth whirl arrangement. The idea is that not all the teeth were out at once. It was like how our baby teeth grow in or fall out, grown up teeth replace them. But this was just sort of a constantly rotating and replacing cycle of teeth.
We should mention that's one of the only reasons we know about ancient sharks at all is because they're cartilaginous fish. Their skeletons don't fossilize so well. I mean, you'll get impressions sometimes we find just tooth upon tooth because teeth are the hardest things. They fossilize. Plus, because they're growing them and losing them. Jaida, you said some sharks will go through like 3,000 to 4,000 in a lifetime.
20 to 40,000.
Oh, excuse me, 20 to 40,000 in a lifetime. Wow. Okay, that is why we find shark teeth all the. Okay, wow, wildly underestimated that. All right, so those were our extinct sharks. Now we're now in our brains. We're in the time of the dinosaurs, and as dinosaurs were alive from again about 230 to about 65 million years. Remember, dinosaurs did not live in water, and during this time, sharks actually they lost diversity with respect to form, and they got smaller. And many people hypothesize that is because there were a lot of different marine reptiles at the time that they had to compete with. Mosasaurs, ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, that type of thing. But when the dinosaurs went extinct, when all non-avian, non-flying, non-bird, I'm going to say that just so we can drink, dinosaurs went extinct about 65 million years ago, a fair amount of shark species survived, many of which, at least their proteges, are alive with us today, including one that Kristina and I really wanted to talk about. It is, I think, probably Kristina and I's favorite extant living shark, and that is Megalodon. Like, it's bonkers to think, right, Kristina, that like an animal this big we're sharing the planet with right now. It's crazy.
Here on Earth in our oceans. And literally, if you go to the beach, you should feel at least a little bit afraid because you are in the ocean with the largest predator to ever inhabit the ocean. And
their bite force was twice of a T-Rex, and this is a real photograph. Like, this is a photograph of a person with it. This is a megalodon tooth next to a great white tooth.
And just if you look at the recent fossil record going back to 4 million years, maybe they were around a little bit before. It's just they're not just here now, they have been dominating the ocean for millions of years since humans have even been close to a species.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
So Jada's making a face right now, though. Like, I feel like she might be one of the megalodon deniers. Jaida, prove to me that Megalodon isn't still alive.
Oh my God, I wanted to scream that entire time. So first of all, if you couldn't tell that they were dripping with sarcasm, shame. Anyway, so we definitely know that Megalodon is extinct. They were like 60 some odd feet long. There's estimates that are larger than that, but it's based on like how the tooth, like reconstruction of the jaw was made. There were like some mistakes early on. So the estimates of their size got a little bit smaller, but by small, still like 60-foot long great white shark essentially. So big boy. We know that they're definitely extinct because we find teeth everywhere. Again, 20 to 40,000 teeth in a lifetime, and every single one of them is fossilized. We're not finding any just normal megalodon teeth. That's not a thing. So we know that they're definitely extinct. There are a few different theories of how they went extinct. One of which is the ice age came along, the waters got too cold, and they died because they were not endothermic animals. That or their prey species went extinct, so they just starved to death, and then they all died out. So those are the two biggest theories as to how the megalodon went extinct. I just can't get enough of these sharks. As much as I am telling you and know that they are extinct, I honest to God wish that they were not extinct. They were huge. Their teeth alone could get to be like 7 inches long.
Drink.
That's drink that and drink a gazillion times. Look at how big that shark tooth is. Like they're 7 inches. That's a steak knife for teeth, and they have thousands of them. That's insane to me. That's
and their bite force, we've calculated, we estimated what we think their bite force was, and it was about twice that of T-Rex. T-Rex is the strongest bite force of any animal that lived on land at about 12,000 pounds per square inch. They're about double that. So just literally bone, not even crushing, just bone biting right through.
So they're cooler.
They're, oh boy. Well, speaking of actual realistic facts, like the ones that Kristina and I just spat about, listen, as a science communicator, I should say I feel contractually obligated to mention I was joking. Megalodon is not here anymore. It is extinct. We're moving on to other more fact-based things, like we need to know which is your favorite nonfiction, fact-based, 100% scientifically accurate shark documentary.
I'm so scared.
Is it The Meg? Is it Sharknado? Is it Deep Blue Sea? Is it Planet of the Sharks? Is it Bait 3D, a story from the Philippines where a tsunami causes a convenience store to flood, and of course it floods with sharks? Or Finding Nemo? I forgot to mention Planet of the Sharks is a movie where climate change causes the sea levels to rise and cover the entire globe, and of course then sharks take over everything.
Is that an actual movie that exists?
These are all actual, real, nonfiction, fact-based, 100% scientifically accurate shark documentaries.
Sure.
Can you give us a synopsis of Bait 3D?
Yeah, no, that's the typhoon. It's either Indonesia, I think, and it typhoon floods like a grocery store, and of course then sharks come in. So it's like sharks in the grocery store aisles and stuff. I have not seen it, and right now it only has 1 vote.
Oh man, that just moved to the top of my want to watch list, because it's always good to be learning. Watch some documentaries, learn about the planet you live on, people.
There's some good suggestions in the chat too. I forgot to include Sharktopus. We had talked about Sharktopus.
Kyle said Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and I'm behind that one for sure.
Wow, it's pretty close between Finding Nemo and Sharknado. Jada,
So,
how are you voting between those
I have
two?
to vote Finding Nemo because of my loyalty to one of my favorite mentors, Dr. Adam Summers at Friday Harbor Labs at the University of Washington. He was a consultant for Finding Nemo to help make sure that it was actually accurate,
Nice.
which is why it's as amazing as it is. People have pointed out to him, they're like, so why doesn't Bruce, the shark, because he's a guy, why doesn't he have claspers? Because male sharks have claspers. Those are the reproductive organisms. They have 2 of them. You can find them like underneath their tail. The answer is that they animated claspers on him, and then they were horrified by it, so they just took them off. And I just think that that's amazing.
Jada, as a shark scientist, have you seen Sharknado?
I haven't, because I think that it's dumb. I can't handle it.
Okay, well, you know what? You don't need to see them to vote in our next poll, because the question is simply, which installment of Sharknado has the best name? Is it Sharknado, Sharknado 2, the second one, Sharknado 3, oh hell no, Sharknado the 4th Awakens, wow, Sharknado 5, Global Swarming, or the last Sharknado, It's About Time? Please vote now.
How are there so many? There was one in 2018. Why did these?
Yeah, they make one a year. They're churning these bitches out.
If they make one a year, that should tell you about the quality of these movies.
They're the great cinematic
We
masterpiece.
just don't want anyone to forget all of the important details from the previous one.
I don't think anyone could forget. I gotta say though, my favorite is probably Oh Hell No, just because I just imagine some person seeing a tornado full of sharks and going, oh hell no, and just walking away like it's casual.
The whole theater applauds because it's the name of the movie.
Hey Jada, the people agree.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh hell no, it's good.
Oh, for me, it's Global Swarming.
That was my second choice. That's a really good one too. Oh my god.
Oh wow. All right. Oh my god, while we're on Sharknado, has anyone seen the Sharknado like offshoot about the spiders that attack, like they're volcano spiders? Oh, does anyone know what I'm talking about? Like it's in LA and there's like an eruption of magma and then spiders that are huge. What is it called? It's got a crazy name. I wrote it down somewhere. Where did I write down this name?
I have some ideas in the chat. I see Lavalantula, eight-legged freaks, the Lavalantula.
Yes, and then there's the reason I bring this up is because there's a sequel called To Lava To Lantula.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
I'm dead serious. These are part of the Sharknado franchise, and as a science communicator, you should watch these. This is research for your PhD at MIT, I'm sure. All right.
I'm gonna freak out on that one. That's too much.
Megan is in the chat threatening physical violence against me at this point, which means
I'm with Megan.
All right, it's time for us to get to Jaida's official top 8 list of the best sharks that are currently living on this planet. So we tried to group these in like little pairs, kind of. So we thought we'd start with the biggest and the smallest. So Jaida, we don't need a lot because I'm excited to see in the chat like people's thoughts and reactions to each of these. But Jaida, give us the basics. What do we need to know about the whale shark?
The whale shark is not only the largest shark, it is the largest fish on the planet. They are gorgeous. They're beautiful. Look at that pattern. Those patterns are as unique as a human fingerprint. So we've used them to identify different individuals, which I think is really cool. They're also filter feeders, like how the biggest whales, biggest animals on the planet are filter feeders. I don't understand how the biggest animals survive on such tiny little like plankton, but they do. And these guys are active filter feeders. So they're just like pulling water into their mouth and all the plankton that's in it. Fantastic. That's a meal for them. And they have these little like bristly teeth. I know people think of like baleen when you think of, yeah, there you go. Drink. People think of baleen when you think of like filter feeding, but these guys have like not quite baleen. It's like their own little like modified teethies. They're so small and cute.
Is that the technical term, teefies?
Teefies, yes,
Okay.
that's technical term. MIT taught me that.
So whale sharks, these are the largest, not just sharks, but largest fish that are alive today.
Yes, correct.
Is the pocket shark the smallest shark?
It is. They're so small. So it's the pocket shark kind of rivals the dwarf lantern shark. They're only about the size of like a human, like an adult human hand. And these guys, I believe, squirt like little clouds of bioluminescent goo. And I just think that is one of the coolest things ever, because there are bioluminescent sharks out there, but none of them squirted out like squid ink. Like that's so weird. Yeah. And I don't know a ton about these guys, but I do know that they deserve some more love because not a lot of people know about them. And they're really cute and goofy. And like, look at that bulbous head. Come on. Give them some love.
Pocket, by the way. They're not called pocket because I learned they're not called pocket because they're small. This is a little pocket that holds that stuff you're talking about that shoots out.
Yeah, it's like they'll just squirt out bioluminescence from their armpits. What a weird thought. If you could squirt bioluminescence out of your armpit, would you? Because I would. I would. But hey, they are sharks and they do have teeth. Drink. Teethies!
Look at those little teethies. Those are incredibly cute.
Goodness gracious, they're so itty bitty tiny teeth.
These little chompy toofies. Jaida, where do pocket sharks live?
Oh, good question.
I don't know where, like the region, but they are deep sea organisms, as most bioluminescent organisms are. So they're pretty deep down in the ocean. You're probably not going to see them at the surface.
Bioluminescent goo. Get out of town.
That's a good reminder, you guys. Like, ask your questions as we go so we can infuse them into the conversation rather than talking about them 30 minutes later and going back to something we've already covered. So yeah, hit us. We'll try to get them in.
We'll get to as many as we can as we go, but if we cannot, because we're moving along, there will be Q&A time at the end. I am keeping track of the ones I see in the chat. And
Jaida's also contractually obligated to come to the after party and answer your questions. All right.
90% of time the last one in the after party anyway, so it's fine.
Sure. That is not sanctioned whatsoever by Atlas Obscura. You didn't hear me say any of that. Okay, so we started with the biggest and the smallest, which are interesting ways to adapt to like take over and exploit an environment. Just get giant or get small. So what are some other crazy adaptations that sharks have to survive? So that is our next pair, two pretty wild adaptations. So the first I relate to as a runner. Jaida, why did we choose to feature the shortfin mako shark?
I love these. Okay, so the shortfin mako is the fastest shark in the ocean. Not the fastest fish, but the fastest shark. They can swim at bursts up to 45 miles per hour, or I think that's like 72 kilometers per hour for those of you that don't live in the US and are normal and use the metric system. These guys are shaped like a bullet or a torpedo. Yeah. And they're so hydrodynamic. The water just like glides right off of them. And they have this like weird thing, like it's these keels on the side of their bodies at the caudal peduncle, aka their little like tail ankles.
Excuse me, did you say caudal peduncle?
Caudal peduncle.
Caudal peduncle.
It's like their ankle, kind of, right? That's a good comparison. But it's like this keel that's like on the sides, and it kind of like helps reduce drag, basically. So they're super crazy fast because they have to hunt super crazy fast prey.
Like what? Tuna?
Yeah, like tuna.
Okay.
And like billfish and stuff. That's the stuff that I think of as like mainly tuna.
Hey Jada, guess what they eat their meals with?
Their face? Their teeth.
Drink.
Their teeth.
I like this idea of having one of the drinking rules be a visual clue. We've never done this, but it's fun for me because I get to control when it happens every single time.
We'll keep introducing different senses each week.
That's good. That's good. All right, so these guys are the fastest, which is a pretty cool, pretty badass adaptation. Speaking of badass adaptations, why do we choose the salmon shark to include in the list of badass adaptations?
Okay, I feel obligated to just sing a little hot-blooded. Okay, anyway, these guys are, believe it or not, an endothermic, aka a warm-blooded shark. They are in the family Lamnidae, so the lamnid sharks are warm-blooded in one sense or another, whether it's just cranial endothermy or whatever it is. These guys live out in Alaska chasing salmon and squid for prey, so it is cold, cold water. Have you ever like been outside in the wintertime and then you come back inside and you see how fast you can move your hands? And the answer is not very fast because your hands are freezing. So I always use that analogy because how the hell are these guys supposed to chase fast prey if they can't move fast? So they can basically regulate their body temperature, raise their body temperature up to about 60 degrees Fahrenheit or about 15 to 16 degrees Celsius above the water temperatures, which is wild. And it keeps their muscles working well so that they can swim as fast as possible to catch their prey.
Hey, Jada, what do you think they catch their prey with?
With their teeth?
Teeth, drink.
You are milking this, and I
really am. I didn't plan this, but I love it.
I love it so much.
What's the deal with the spots? Do we know?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what the spots are about, but they're white on the bottom and darker on the top. It's called counter shading. A lot of sharks do this because if you're looking at them from the bottom and it's like the light is above them, it kind of helps them to blend in. And it's kind of the same reasoning for if you see them from a top view and you're looking down into the dark, deeper water, that darkness on like their back is going to help disguise them a little bit.
Cool. Kristina, do we have any questions as we pause for a second to make sure that M is ready for what's about to happen next? Okay, she is good.
I'm so excited.
Yes, the pocket shark, it's glowing goo. Is that to attract a mate, maybe, or to defend itself?
Ooh.
If I had to guess, I'm not 110% sure, but if I had to guess, I would assume predator escape. So I guess maybe kind of like a squid of like, distraction, and then it swims away, is my guess. Again, not 100% sure, but that is my best hypothesis.
It's so small with a pocket full of glowing goo. It's maybe one of my new favorite animals.
I got a pocket full of bioluminescence.
Bioluminescent goo. Toby says like a squid, but more disco. Absolutely. Yeah, and Liz pointed out that she and many members of the animal kingdom are distracted by shiny things.
Retweet.
Fair. We've made it halfway through our list of extant sharks. We got the whale shark, we got the pocket shark, biggest, smallest. We got a fast shark, the SHORTFIN MAKO. We got one that can regulate body temperature the way sharks normally don't, salmon shark. We are halfway through, and that means it is time for everyone's second favorite game after Dino or Not a Dino, and that is The M draws in front of everyone while the guestspert, that's you, Jaida, attempts to figure out what guestspert related topic, word, or phrase M is attempting to digitally render whiteboard challenge. This week, we are still looking for a sponsor. So Chapstick, if you are watching this, I don't know why you're not fucking with me. All I do is tweet and Instagram about how Chapstick is an integral part of my life. Get at me. You need something in pictures for scale. Everyone's carrying Chapstick around. I didn't plan this rant right now, but I believe it to be true. At least follow me back on Twitter. Like, listen, at the end of the day, I'm just happy that who is administering the Chapstick Twitter account gets a little grin or chuckle after every time I post a picture of a dead bird with a little chapstick next to it for scale. Anyway, M, I'm gonna spotlight you. Sorry about that rant.
A picture of all of the supple lips in this Zoom room. I think we get you a signal boost.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, listen, I have dreams.
I hate that.
Right. Here again, M. Hi, M. M is our resident graphic designer, an artiste extraordinaire. The way this is going to work is there are 3 rounds, Jaida. She's going to draw. I've already texted her the 3 round clues. She's going to draw them on the whiteboard. You are attempting to guess them with the help of everyone in the chat. And we'll give you as long as remains funny. Does that sound good?
Okay.
All right. M, please feel free to take it away, share your screen, open the whiteboard.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
I'm so excited. I suck at this game. Okay. It's a U. Oh, it's got curly hair. It's Buddy the Elf! Yes! Thank you for including this. This is gorgeous. I love it. Oh my God.
Can you explain, Jaida, please explain to everyone why we chose Buddy the Elf as your first clue.
Okay, so Elf is arguably, objectively, the greatest movie ever made in the history of time. And Will Ferrell, if you don't like him, we aren't friends anymore. I'm so sorry to say that. But that is my favorite movie. I am obsessed with Christmas time so much so that my parents legitimately call me Christmas, like refer to me, like call me into the room Christmas. It's just, it's such a good movie. Oh, Damaris, I mean, it's fine. We can still be friends, but I'm a little disappointed that you don't like Will Ferrell. I think he's super funny.
You got that one immediately. These are going to get harder. That's another Shork point. So according to my tally, you currently have 5, 6, 7, 8 Shork points.
I'll
8
take
Shork points. This next round is worth 2 Shork points. M, take it away. Round 2 of the whiteboard challenge. So remember, these all have something to do with either a theme tonight or you yourself, Jaida. Please, people in the chat, feel free to guess away. This one's pretty tough. Jaida, and also, Jaida, just tell us what you're thinking as she draws.
I literally don't know right now. So, okay. Oh, this is the Miss logo, isn't it? I know, it's so, what's wonderful about that is M designed the Miss logo.
Wait, pause. Explain, tell people what Miss is and what the hell you're talking about right now.
Okay, so Miss, aka Minorities in Shark Sciences, is an organization founded by me and 3 other Black women in shark science. Amani Weber-Schultz, I hope she's here right now. If you are, hi Amani. Jasmine Graham and Carly Jackson. And it's basically a program dedicated to helping women of color like gain some footing and have a community in the field of shark science, because it is a field dominated mostly by white men, as most fields are. So we were like, hey, I'm really tired of being the only person of color in this room and the only woman of color in this room. Let's make a community for ourselves. So we provide fully funded opportunities for women of color to get experience with sharks and have a really cool community that you can go to talk about whatever the heck you want. So yeah.
The link is in the chat. I believe M actually designed the logo for you guys too. Is that true?
M did design the logo, and we are absolutely 110% obsessed with it. So M, thank you. I literally cannot thank you enough. I love it.
I love that we brought you. Oh my God. I love the community that we've made over the course of God knows how many shows at this point.
Yes.
You guys in the chat, everyone knows I love you. I fucking love all of you guys. All right. That was round 2. You know what? I'm feeling generous. You get 3 Shork points for round 2. Now, which means I guess round 3, you get potentially 3.5 Shork points. M, take it away. This might be a little bit more difficult. We took a little liberty with this one. We'll see how you do. Round 3 for 3.5 Shork points.
Okay.
Why is it so fun to say Shork point?
Short points. This is a shark.
Okay.
Really.
It's a little bit more than that, but okay.
It's a tiger shark.
Okay.
Yep.
And it is.
No one's guessing in the chat. I find
Is
that
it-
very
is
strange.
it
Normally people in the chat are
It's
French
not.
bread shark. Evan says French bread shark. That is not correct, but I love it.
Oh, but that's such a good guess. Okay, this is a tiger shark that's holding a thing. I'm not 100% sure what the thing is. Oh, is it a tiger shark playing a flute?
Boom. Tiger shark playing a flute.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god, amazing. Oh wow.
Oh, okay. So, wait. So, can you explain to everyone why we chose tiger shark playing a flute as the third clue?
Yeah. So, I mean, tiger sharks are sharks. I don't know exactly why you chose tiger sharks specifically, but they're great, and I think they're beautiful. Did you have a reason for that?
For tiger specifically,
Yeah.
Kristina, do you have a reason specifically for tiger? I mean, we obviously you play the flute, so we wanted a shark playing a flute.
Yeah, I've played the flute since 5th grade. I tried to rickroll you guys, but I couldn't learn the song fast enough. So
Wait, yeah,
I'm
Kristina,
sorry.
why did we choose tiger? Do you remember?
We chose tiger shark for drawing enjoyment.
That's
okay.
right.
Like
We
it's
thought
distinctive
tiger, you'd be able to draw.
shape and color. Yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful, and you did a fantastic job, and I loved all of your drawings. So thank you. I loved your 2.5-second rendering of the Miss logo that you worked so hard on.
Thank you, M. Any of you out there that need graphic design jobs, you know, M will make. No, she's like, no, I'm very busy. Don't
I
contact.
literally asked her the other day. She was like,
Do
"LOL,
not contact me.
please
not.
no."
Although, M, before we let you go, can you get close to the camera so we can see the shirt you're wearing?
Yes.
Yes.
It's actually a dress that I've tucked into sweatpants, but it has yellow sharks.
Is that a species, Jaida? Yellow shark?
To me, it looks like a cross between like a lemon shark and like a zebra shark.
Zebra shark is an actual type of shark.
That is a thing, yes.
Okay, so as we were planning for this week, and I brought this up with you, Jaida, there are so many different shark names. There's simply another animal in front of it. Salmon shark, shark, tiger shark. So that, of course, made Kristina and I start thinking, wait a minute, there's got to be some other great animal hybrids out there. So which of these very real animal hybrids is it the tuna dog, the cougar penguin, the squid rat, the goose moose, the monkey crab, the turtle worm, or the frog daddy, which of course is half frog, half crawdaddy? Please vote now.
Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Goose moose? That's just too good. I can't not vote for that.
You're going goose moose, Kristina? That was Kristina's suggestion.
Really good
We
one.
made this yesterday. She texted me this morning. She was like, wait a minute, goose moose.
I love it. Absolutely.
Dustin just sent me back the letter A, so I assume that means he liked it. A lot of these are like my children, y'all. I love tuna dog as a dog that maybe has a sail and some scales. Frog daddy.
People are loving the goose moose though, I think.
Good.
I was reading a paper today for an assignment that I have due next week. And the first author's last name was Meese. And I legit almost started crying because I was laughing so hard. Not that I like, to whoever you are, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at your name, but like, it's just a wonderful name.
Yeah. I'm gonna share these results.
Yeah. Oh, goose moose.
Goose won. Frog Daddy is close. These are both. Kristina, you're right. You're crushed at this game. And Kristina, you can also verify because you've been there with me. I will tell people at the Museum of Natural History in New York when I do tours that the plural of moose is meese.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's great.
And then I turn around and walk away.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. If you want to know how to tell a great story in science, what you want to do is end with a horrible joke or something that's patently false, and then just walk away.
Just start moving.
Yeah.
And then people will think about it while they walk, or they will not. Just that's the secret to comedy.
Basic psychom. That's like psychom 101.
Yeah.
I have to add quickly because this is like tangentially related. This
Please.
is, I know we were talking about like things that are not true. This is actually 100% true. A group of sharks is called a shiver.
Ooh, that's very cool.
Isn't that cool? I love that.
All right, so we're already at 9:52. We usually go like 10 minutes over, which is probably gonna be the case again. But we have 4 more sharks. So let's Let's breeze through these last four, which are some of the weirdest fucking sharks ever. So we went from big to small. We went fast to weird thermoregulation. Now we're just going to go to like weird bonkers evolution. You were drunk features. So here we go. Jaida, why? What's going on?
This the ugly boy. This is the frilled shark. The name makes it sound like it's gonna be gorgeous, and it's very misleading. This thing is a deep water shark. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that like deep sea organisms look like aliens. This is not an exception. Look at it. Also, look at those teeths. Drink.
Drink.
They look like nudibranchs, which are like sea slugs. It's so weird. I'm pretty sure they eat like soft-bodied invertebrates like squid and stuff like that. But these guys live between like 500 to 1,000 meters below the surface, up to 1,500 meters. They get to about 7 feet long. And I believe this species dates back to like 95 million years ago. So this specific species is an old boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also, I think this thing I hate about this shark and this group of sharks that it belongs to, the group I believe is called the cow sharks. It's missing its first dorsal fin. Sharks have 2 dorsal fins. This one said, screw your rules, I don't want a first dorsal fin. So it's just like a smooth eely boy until you get to its tail, and then you see the second dorsal fin. It makes me so mad. The same thing is true for 6-gill and 7-gill sharks, but that's weird.
Also, it has teeth.
It has teeth!
And more teeth. So you should probably drink to these weird ass teeth.
They're so weird looking. Like, why? They look like nudibranchs. If you
I'm sorry. Did you say weird looking? Did you say weird looking? Because like at first glance, the goblin shark doesn't look so weird looking. It looks like kind of like a basic shark, right? And then you get up close and Jaida, what the fuck is going on here?
Yes. Okay. Oh my God, I love these things so much. These are also deep sea organisms. Surprise. So their jaws are like slingshots, basically. Like they're attached via like ligaments. So normally they're like set in place and that's fine and it's totally normal, but they then go after prey and it like juts out, grabs something and like slingshots back into its face. So it's so ugly, but like so like evolutionarily beautiful, but like cosmetically not really. And by the way, this video is incredibly slowed down. It is, I believe, the fastest bite in the shark world. It happens in like the blink of an eye. It's wild.
It's got like a mouth, second mouth. I can't. It's so weird.
If you think that's like a second mouth, you should Google that a lot of fish have pharyngeal jaws. You should Google that. It's real weird.
Yep,
People in the chat knew that vocab word. They're like pharyngeal jaw, pharyngeal jaw.
I love it. We got some fish nerds in the chat, which I'm here for. #teamfish.
Listen, we should have done a poll, which is crazier looking, the frilled shark or the goblin shark, but we don't have time. It's okay. But we got 2 more, including we wanted to end with your absolute favorite shark. But before we get to that one, why did we include the bonnethead shark? I think it was because it was part of a group of sharks that we haven't really talked about. And if you look at it from the side, you might not know. But then if you look at it from the top, Jaida, yeah.
Yes, the bonnethead shark is a species of hammerhead. If you didn't know, there are like 10, potentially 11 different species of hammerhead. So it's not just hammerhead. There's so many of them. Bonnethead is, I believe, the smallest of the hammerheads. They're pretty little. They're cute. And we chose them because we're talking about this boy being a weird eaty boy. It is not carnivorous. It is an omnivorous shark, the only one that we know of. Teeth. They predominantly eat like animal matter, like fish and things like that. But they do eat and get nutrients from seagrasses from time to time, which I think is the wildest thing because we think of these guys as hyper carnivorous. Also, why does this look like a Star Wars character?
Yeah, facts. Huge, big facts.
Oh, no, it looks like that thing from Treasure Planet, right? Is that the one? You guys know what I'm talking about? The little dude with the, maybe I'm making this up, but if anybody understands what I'm talking about.
Katie gives you a all caps yes. So N agrees. Yeah, you're getting some love in the chat for Treasure Planet. It's that little guy.
Omnivorous. We're talking omnivorous shark here.
That's so weird. We don't know of any other shark that does that. All of the other ones are hypercarnivorous and only eat animal matter, except for this guy.
Yo, speaking of eating animal matter, the way in which your favorite shark is able to subdue said animal matter is probably one of my favorite things. Definitely my favorite shark thing. So take us through this derpy, cute ass motherfucker, the thresher shark.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. The thresher shark is my favorite shark because look at its face. First of all, it looks like it forgot its homework and it just realized and they were supposed to turn it in like 20 minutes ago or something. I don't even know. It's really funny. But they can get to like 20 feet long and 10 of those feet are its tail.
Oh, it's half its body length. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. And there are, fun fact, 3 different species of hammerheads. There's the common, the big eye, and the pelagic. But they all look like this. What they do is they swim pretty much as fast as they can towards a bait ball, just like full of fish. They like tilt their pectoral fins forward a little bit. It helps them stop like on a dime, and they use their tail as a gigantic whip to stun and kill prey that are in the area. And then it can just go through and like collect whatever's not moving. And I just think like you're supposed to hunt with your face and it hunts with its booty instead. And I just think that that's so admirable and so cute. So that's why that's my favorite shark.
Listen, you're not going to get any argument from me when you talk about booty hunting. Here for it.
Booty hunting.
For it. I do have a question though. I found this image. This doesn't look. How? Why?
Yeah. So I'm for different sharks breach for different reasons. A lot of the times, like great white sharks, I'm sure you've seen on like Shark Week or something. They attack from below, so when they breach, they're just going after prey that's at the surface.
I see.
Whereas, for example, basking sharks, we think that they breach because they may have like an external parasite that they're trying to get off of its body. Honestly, not 110% sure why the thresher shark breaches. I don't think that they hunt the same way, like from the bottom up as like a great white. So I don't know what reason they would have to breach, maybe potentially predator avoidance, but they're pretty big sharks. So that doesn't seem incredibly likely to me.
I see a question in the chat, Jaida. Who can breach higher, the threshers or the great whites?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know, but the highest that I know of is the shortfin mako because they can swim so fast. They can get so much power behind their jump. They can like launch 30 feet into the air. So that's the highest that I know of.
What a yeet. I see people petitioning to replace yeet. Or replace breach with yeet, yeeting themselves from the ocean.
Absolutely agree with that.
For sure. I like that. Do we have time for a couple more questions? Let's do a couple questions before we go to our gallery. So you guys, by the way, in like three minutes ish, I'm excited to go through this paleo art gallery.
Yeah, so reminder to draw your Spinosaurus somehow interacting with a shark. We'll do a paleo art gallery walk in just a couple minutes where if you hold up your drawing or however you have created this Spino interacting with a shark, we'll spotlight you and shower it with love. Question time first. So let's talk fossilization. So this came up when we had the anvil head on the screen. People are like, how did that anvil feature get preserved? And generally, how do we know what we know about extinct sharks?
So most shark skeletons don't fossilize because they're made out of cartilage and soft things don't fossilize well. So that's why we find most of the fossils being teeth. This one, honestly, I'm not 100% sure. It looks as if there are kind of like fin rays in it, which makes me think that the cartilage fossilized well. Maybe it was just a good condition, like good environment for this fossilize. They have little like the little bristles on top are basically like modified denticles, which are basically little teeth. So it would make sense for those to fossilize well. And by the way, shark skin is called dermal denticles and are made out of little tiny teeth. So that's fun.
Skin teeth.
Skin teeth. Oh, and whale shark. Sorry, what?
I'm just gonna say, listen, the cookie cutter shark is a great shark.
Yeah.
There are lots and lots of species of shark. We can't get to all of them. I'm sorry we didn't hit cookie cutter. There are other great ones that we definitely did not hit. you should write into the Shark Union to complain.
There are over 500 species of sharks. There's literally no way we could get through them all in less than like a few days. So
yeah, shout out your favorite sharks in the chat. I see the cookie cutter getting some love. I saw some zebra sharks getting some love earlier. So just shout them out in the chat. They won't be forgotten. Bully shark. Yes. Wabagong shark.
Wabagong sharks are adorable. Love them.
Can we do one more question before we do our gallery?
Yes, absolutely. Jaida, why sharks?
Why sharks?
Good question.
Such a good question. Yeah, so fun fact, grew up in the middle of the desert, like straight up in Arizona for the last 12 years. And I've never lived anywhere near a coast until September when I moved to Seattle, which is where I'm at now. I quite honestly was a little afraid of sharks when I was a kid. And then I watched a lot of like ocean documentaries like Planet Earth and Shark Week and stuff like that. And I was like, first of all, the ocean is dope. I love the water. Let's hone in on that a little bit. And then I watched a lot of shows about sharks where people were like, we hate sharks. If we can't live in harmony, they should be destroyed. And I was like, that's dumb because the ocean is like where they live. We should leave them there. Like you should know, that's like going into the Everglades and then being like, an alligator. Like, well, yeah, Becky, we knew that was in there. We should probably just like be aware of that and maybe leave them alone. But anyway, a little bit of a tangent, sorry. I thought that there was a group out there, if there was one out there that like needed my help and that I thought would be really fun to work with, sharks would be it. So I was like, why not work with sharks? Learn more about them because we don't know a ton about them. And maybe that can help with like management and conservation. So that's why sharks.
That's a beautiful thing, Jaida.
Also, if your name is Becky, I'm so sorry. I was not trying to call you out for anything.
It's personal tonight at Dino 101.
So, Kristina, I didn't tell you I'm going to do this. I'm going to seed this question now. If you want to argue about it, we can all argue about it in the after party. But this is a poll that I did on Twitter this week that I'm going to poll you guys now because it was incredibly perfectly polarizing and it really struck me as surprising. So I need you guys to tell me. We're not going to debate this right now. We can talk about it at length after the gallery. But I need to know if you can only keep one. This is not related to anything we're talking about tonight. If you can only keep one, are you keeping coffee or chocolate? Choose one. I know this is a very mean poll. I understand how mean this is. I'm sorry. Kristina, how are you voting?
I'm voting coffee. I'm voting coffee. Here are my reasons. I told you this, Dustin. Coffee is a part of my everyday. Does that mean I have maybe a chemical dependency on it? Maybe. But it's warm and it's tasty and it's every morning it's there for me. Chocolate, it's not, it's nice. It's a nice treat. I don't have it as part of my everyday and I wouldn't miss it as much.
I'm not going to chime in. Jaida, do you want to rebut that in 15 seconds?
I do. Okay, so obviously you know me and my energy. You've seen this all today. This is no caffeine. I can't handle caffeine. I turn into a monster, and that's totally fine. I will say what is also there for you, could be every morning and is warm and tasty, is hot chocolate. So bam, there you go.
Okay, so this turned out to be a little bit, so on the Twitter poll, which had over 4,000 votes, it was 50.5% chocolate to 49.5%. Like, just straight down the middle, which I found fascinating. I have very strong opinions about this, which we'll talk about later. But first, we have I guess we could call it a paleo art gallery. If Spinosaurus is there, it's paleo art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kristina, are you excited for this gallery?
Always. These people impress me every single week. And if this is your first time in our paleo art gallery, get in there. Last week, somebody just drew a smiley face.
Yeah.
We love your art.
I'm an awful artist. All right. So if you guys could hold up your renderings, I'm going to go through and spotlight, hopefully everyone's right quick. Jaida, as the shark expert, please comment. And Kristina, as our resident Spinosaurus expert, comment as well. Why not? We'll start with our resident artist, our artist in residence. Ooh, what if Dino 101 had an artist in residence? We do. And it's M. So wait, I'm going to make you big.
I just need to say, I love it so much. It's writing it's riding an incorrect helicoprion, and I just think that that's so great. It doesn't even have fins. It's just a tube with teeth on the end.
Ellen made this beautiful art.
I love it so much, like with my whole heart, and I like that the
Ellen.
inspiration photo was there too.
I'm inspired. This is like, you know, the hang in there cat. I want this to replace every single one to get me motivated for my day.
Ellen, I love it. I would love if you DM this to me on Twitter. I will make it my
Before we move on to more, please in the chat, give not us, but the artists, please give them some feedback, help them improve. Also, please post these on Instagram and Twitter. Tag myself, tag Kristina, tag Alice Obscura, tag Jaida. We want to reshare these. Of course, Kristina's already ready in the chat with the links. All right, let's look at some more of these. I'm very excited. That's a great way to start it. Em, thank you.
Incredible, Ellen.
Oh, it's nice to take a break from all the swimming. Oh my goodness, those are best friends.
And this is drawing a clear line on Spino was a swimmer. I like that you're taking a side.
Yep. Well done.
Oh my god. Oh my god, is that a hammerhead and a sawfish having like coffee with a Spino? Oh my heart is so happy.
Hot chocolate. It's hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate. Yes, I love it.
Love that.
Oh, and are they playing? Are they being card sharks?
Are they being
Card
card
sharks,
sharks?
that makes
Sorry, I ruined it.
Yes. Oh my, I'm gonna straight up lose my mind over this one. Ryan, you are incredible and I love it.
Yeah, that is great. That is so good. Oh, we got a lot on a post-it note. Usually not this much on one post-it note. You went ham there.
Just keep swimming. Am I doing it right?
Agus, you are my favorite human. I love this with my whole heart, and I love you with my whole heart.
Oh, it's too cute.
Oh my god, Precious got a little. Oh my god. Oh, this is everything I could have asked for. I'm gonna freak out. It's so cute.
It's really cute. This is Jaida. This is not so dissimilar to when you do these drawings. There's like a slight like Shrek cartoony aspect to it. I love it.
Yeah, Shrek.
Yeah, I feel like all your drawings could be in Shrek.
Thank you. I
You're
think that's
welcome.
a compliment. I'll take it as one. Oh my god, it's
Left
left shark.
shark.
I knew it. Oh my god, I love this.
Left shark has upgraded to the right, y'all. Left
my
shark,
goodness.
Spino's on the left.
Oh my
Great
god.
time together.
Oh, there's a lot happening here.
It's a rock band. Stop. Baby Shark, do. Amazing. Oh, this is a metal cover of Baby Shark, and I'm here for it. Absolutely.
You know this band hates to play. I'm
Live band, Rocky Okie.
I love it.
You know this band hates to play it, but like people just like chant it and they demand it, so they are like, fine, we'll do it. Give the
Baby
people.
shark.
I unironically love that song. Janita, yeah, the top hat floating around. I don't know. I kind of like. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Sharkosaurus.
Janita's also wearing a shark like hat hoodie situation.
Yes, it's from Haley, right? It is from Haley, and I love it, and I want one. And I love that it's a thresher as well.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
goodness.
Trying out
First of all, the colors, I'm here for it. The whole Jaws theme with the shark, absolutely.
Yep,
This is great.
here for that. All the way from Melbourne, Australia.
Yeet! He's taking off his scuba gear. Oh my gosh.
He just wants to join his Spino friend outside the water. He's gonna yeet himself up for more.
I have a very quick question for Kat. So in the US, we call there are zebra sharks and leopard sharks. And in Australia, I've heard that those names are flipped and zebra sharks are actually leopard sharks are zebra sharks. Do you know if that is accurate?
No.
It's not accurate? Oh,
That works with terrestrial animals. So,
and I don't know. That was something I heard. I figured I would go to someone that actually lived in Australia.
I mean, look, it would make sense because don't our toilets flush the...
yeah, exactly.
Everything.
Good point. Thank you for bringing that up. Wait, Jurassic Park NATO. Oh, that's a good name.
Oh my god, Ryan Reynolds, you gem. Oh, of course you. The fuck's that problem? You had to add the bugs in. I love it. This is great. I love
That's
that
good.
one.
I like that a lot. These are great. This is a really good round.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
It's a
a
90s
shark with a pet.
dream.
Walking his Spinosaurus. That's gotta be one big ass shark to walk a Spino.
Yeah, look at him. He's
Yeah.
jacked.
We have so many of these. We gotta go a little bit quicker. These,
Oh my
see,
God, look at it. The Spinosaurus is clearly losing and he's not happy about it.
Wow.
Work
Wow.
hard, Sharps.
Really?
Oh, he's in a little cup. They're getting a milkshake. This is so cute.
Oh, is that like a
they're
shrimp
friendly.
cocktail?
Oh, is it a
I
shrimp?
also like that the shark. Wait, time out. The shark is in its own personal like cup pool because
Yeah.
it needs to be in water, which I love that.
That's friendship.
Tension is-
I love it.
You know, we haven't. I'm surprised it's taken this long to get to this reference.
Oh,
So good. Oh, that's such a good idea.
Yep.
I
yep.
love
I love
this
it.
show.
Also, I feel like this is a drawing version of a dad joke, like pun. So
Yeah, we're gonna
I'm looking right at
Someone else said milk shark instead of milkshake, which I also think counts.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Sure, why not?
that's fine. Hi, Shark.
I knew we were gonna
That's what I'm
get
talking
something.
about. Yeah, let's go.
Sorry.
I wanted to see how many people would do shark eating Spino versus Spino eating shark,
Yeah.
and I'm currently disappointed with the results. But Carol, this drawing is gorgeous, so I can't be too angry.
Shout out to Dino 101, old school Stan, and great background, Michael Partham. Can you move from it? Like, what is even happening?
Michael, I saw this earlier and I was gonna comment on it, but then we got started. But like, this is horrifying in the best way possible.
Yeah, that's great. That is great. Thank you, Michael. I'm glad that we got to see that. That is fire. Oh wow. Okay, this took some talent.
This is so good. Elise, you gem. Oh my goodness. His sail looks like a mountain range. I really like it.
Aw, much better.
Oh, I like the color here. Some good
Okay.
coloration.
This is like Elise's pair, but like later in the day, like coming back from work.
I like it.
Okay.
Is that a thresher shark on the bottom too? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm totally here for it. That's great.
Pandering will get you everywhere.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's really funny.
Guys.
I'm super bitter that it's a Spino eating a shark, but like it's a great idea, so I'm here for it. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. This wow. Give me shivers.
Oh my gosh, it's the anvil shark.
I like
Yeah, you went with Stethacanthus. No one has done Stethacanthus. I like that.
Yeah, I like this. Oh, that's great. They're sharing a cocktail. Fantastic.
So it appears as though someone is just a shark. I don't know.
Megan! It's
that's-
Megan.
Oh, it's a person. I thought it was
He is
just a shark.
shark.
My bad. My
It's
bad.
Megan's I need to get one.
Oh,
No, what is it with always this? Oh my goodness.
Oh.
yeah,
It's
get him.
good.
Daddy Shark do. R.I.P. and P.
Oh, right. Fine. I'll forgive because it's a gorgeous drawing and because you added a smart and a heart and a smiley face. Wow. Letters got jumbled. That's gorgeous though. It's pretty. Yes! Finally! Yes! Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. Oh, this one's my favorite. Sorry, everybody else. This one's my favorite. Finally getting my shark eating a spider. Oh,
Listen,
Yes,
Brit-
Shark Carol as well.
I feel like Brittany has taken a very strong role over the past like 4 years, 5 years at this point of just like trolling me whenever possible. And I appreciate your commitment to the bit. I
as
really
she should. She's not, it's not
Oh,
about you, Dustin. This is about me. She's here for me.
okay.
Thank you, Brittany. And I
Okay.
love your shirt.
All right.
First
Another
of all,
short
the color
short.
of your shirt is great. And this shark looks very confused.
Yeah,
And
I would be confused if I saw a Spinosaurus swimming around. That makes sense.
I love this. Oh my god, it's like he's a jet ski. Oh my god, I love that.
I feel like we have more people have made drawings this week than usual. That's why it's great. It's taking us a long time to go through these. These are so
No,
well-
this is so aggressive.
so aggressive. So aggressive.
It's
That's-
really gorgeous though, honestly.
Yeah,
You
the
guys are
colors
all
are good.
So talented.
How about this? This is great.
Oh,
This might be my favorite. This might be my favorite.
Wow.
heart. It's so cute.
I'm going to assume it's just holding it like a dear friend.
Little
gentle.
baby.
You know what I like about this is they really captured the derpy face that most sharks have in every photo I saw of them.
Yeah. Oh my god. Is this a love bite or is this a want to be friends, but he didn't want to be friends?
Looking at that eye contact, there's something there.
Yeah, I think it's
You
throwing up its meal into its mouth. It's like a mama bird situation. That's a good
Bird drink. Are they smoking hookah?
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
that's so good. That's really funny. Oh my goodness.
It's
How
so
did
good.
you even think of that? Oh,
Yeah,
I love it.
where did that even come from? Who even knows?
So great. Oh my goodness. I love the colors in this one. Like the green and the bluish purple really go together.
I think you dropped a bird in there just to make me say bird, so we have to drink. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. That's dedication
I love it.
right there. Quick shout out to our friend here, Kato, with the very cool.
Yeah. Oh, I have a shark fin tattoo that I like just forgot about, but that is the greatest tattoo ever.
Very cool.
Dang it. Dino 101. No, this is great.
Oh, I see the inspiration. Yeah, I like this side by side.
I
Really
do
good.
like this.
Really good. These are, we don't have so, the cat is nonplussed. Here for that.
Oh my god, I love this one.
Oh, Helicoprion.
I like how anatomically correct that Spinosaurus is. It looks perfect. Oh, a sex lake. We haven't talked about sex lake tonight. Of course, Kristina, as we go through these last couple, can you please tell anyone who might be new here what the fuck a sex lake is?
Of course I can. A sex lake is possibly, according to one paleontologist, where huge dinosaurs like sauropods, the long necks, had to reproduce or had to have sex so they wouldn't crush each other's bones. So they had to float in the water. We love a sex lake. It may not be real. I love that you took the drawing.
Can you hold that closer? Can you hold that closer to the screen so we can see you're disappearing? You're a ghost. There's a ghost in the chat. I don't know what's happening.
I see them. Oh, they're swimming up the side. Here's the Spino.
Yes. Gorgeous.
Spino's on the internet, so we can tell what they're saying to each other. I need to know, but I cannot see it.
Oh, poker
Poker
night.
night.
Poker sharks. Okay.
Also, yeah, JoJo's shirt really upset me at the beginning of the show today. But
that is the height of fashion right there. I love that.
she literally got this shirt made for tonight.
JoJo, that's incredible.
So I can appreciate that for sure.
Oh boy. All right. That was a great gallery. Once again, please share those on all of the platforms that, you know, that people do internet stuff on. Why am I talking like that? Who even knows? All right, you guys, it is 10:20. We're way over time. We have a couple last orders of business real quick. I'm trying to find Kristina. Why don't I see your, there you are, Kristina. I'm going to add you. Yay. Okay. So last final orders of business. First of all, next week, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited about our special guest. It is the one, the only Emily Grassley. So we are going to talk all about museums. We're going to talk about the Brain Scoop. We're going to talk about PBS's prehistoric roadshow that she did. She's like honestly one of my SciComm inspirations and has been doing the Brain Scoop, which is a tremendous museum and science related YouTube channel for years now. I love Emily. Next week, Emily Grassley. I think we are all very excited. Jaida, do you have any last words before I kick it to Kristina for last words?
Yeah, sharks are better than dinos, but all of your drawings were amazing. Also, shout out to one of my best friends who I think is still here, Aaron. Love you, miss you. We're gonna have to get together soon when outside is no longer illegal. And also, when I move to the East Coast, I'm gonna need you two to show me around AMNH. So, yeah.
Fair.
Oh, and follow me and Miss on the socials.
Yeah, follow Jaida. Jaida, drop your handle in the chat.
Gotcha.
Jaida, you've been a Dino 101 stan since the beginning, so I'm incredibly excited that we got to have you back as a returning champion. There's no one I'd rather nerd out about sharks with. I love sharks, generally speaking, but I love them more because of all the incredibly exciting science communication you do around them, frankly. If you don't follow Jaida on TikTok, you're not using TikTok correctly. I stand by that. Follow Jaida on all the platforms. Jaida, thank you so much for being here. Kristina, do you have any final last words?
First of all, can't wait to see you, Jaida, and any number of you at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City the moment that being together in person is a thing. I'm fully vaccinated as of this week, so I'm going to lick your face as soon as possible. Thanks for being here tonight. I have dropped a link in the chat. Please join us next week. I'm so happy this happened. I wouldn't have wanted to be doing anything else.
Wow. Wow.
Incredible. Thank you.
That was good. I can't believe it took us
Incredible.
so long to get there. That was great. You guys, this has been a ton of fun. Per usual, starting as soon as we end this, there is going to be an after party. If you were there last week, the link is the same. If you want the link to the Zoom after party where we hang out and nerd out, and tonight, special, Jaida is going to put me through Shark or Not a Shark, which I'm incredibly excited about. Come and join us in the after party, which is totally not associated with Atlas Obscura whatsoever. It's like we're going across the street to a different bar. So if you have the link from last week, same link. If you do not, slide into my DMs either on Instagram or on Twitter, and I will send you the link. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if you're asking questions, searching for dinosaurs, or scooping coffee beans or cocoa powder. Either one of those, never stop digging. I love all of you. I love dinosaurs. You know what? I fucking love sharks too. I'll see you guys in the after party and next week. Bye, everybody.